Hello and welcome to the SOS Show Live with Mary Evans. SOS stands for Share Our Stories. I'm your host with a strong belief that there's power in sharing stories. We're dedicated to bring you content that will educate, inspire, and hopefully that'll help you live your best life, bringing financial literacy so we can leave a legacy and build generational wealth. Today we have an amazing show. Guys, I've always wanted to know about trading stock, but always afraid of the start game for whatever reason. Could we welcome to the show, please, Mr. Ernest Gaines Curry. Welcome to the SOS Show.
How's it going?
Just I'm telling you, thanks for being here. I've been following you. This social media platforms is just powerful. I've been able to connect and collaborate with some amazing people just following business pages. And that's how I found out something about you. I've always wanted to be in the stock game, always been afraid. The Profit Room is amazing in a lot of ways. I love your name. I love it. The Profit Room. Guys, if you don't know about it, please go to your Facebook platforms, YouTube, and like the page, The Profit Room. Now, The Profit Room is an amazing company that has a passion for teaching individuals financial literacy and growing wealth through trading and investing. Would that be correct to say?
That's absolutely correct. Our whole goal is to help people to learn how to trade the different financial markets, even though our primary is the stock market. But with our vast experience and knowledge, our whole goal is to teach you how to trade any market that you're interested in, whether it's stocks, options, there's the Forex market, there's the futures market, or even if you want to trade bonds or cryptocurrency. Our whole goal is to have you learn and become an independent professional trader. That's our goal in the Profit Room.
And you're the co-founder, Black-owned company. Is that correct?
Correct. I'm the co-founder along with my partner, Latoya Smith. Correct.
I have a question, and I know I watch you, I follow, and you know, I consider you a specialist in the area. I love everything that you're doing. And everything that I read, I hear that there's a gap between wealth when it comes to the stock market and Black people of color. And I've talked to several people and they say they're just afraid. What do you think the fear is when it comes to trading stocks? Some people think it's gambling. Do you think it's the words they use? In your opinion, what do you think it makes people so afraid to tap into that?
Well, a lot of people are afraid, like even myself in the beginning, is because if it's something foreign to you, or if you don't know anyone that's doing it, you are kind of apprehensive of doing something brand new. So amongst people in our community, just look at it in general. Every single Wall Street or stock market movie, you don't see us represented,
right?
Except for the one you see with Will Smith, A Road to Perdition. But any other major Wall Street or stock market movie, you don't see maybe a person of color, a Black person, or a Spanish person, or things of that nature. So we're not most likely drawn to that. But then at the same time, when you have that appearance, just like when you're watching the news and you see the ticker symbols at the bottom and the flashing charts, things of that nature, you see all of that at once, and it kind of pushes you back like, wow, you know what? Let me leave this to the professional. And you don't realize that you can be a professional as well. So that kind of draws you back when you're looking at the stock market.
One thing in particular, because I'm always talking about or giving different ways on this show where we can make monies in more than just working a 9 to 5. Do you believe that it would be very impactful for us to start having these conversations of putting our children in classes at an early age so the language and seeing this people of color investing? I think when I have friends that think, okay, he's 10 years old, he's too young. In your opinion, Do you think it's too young to start introducing a 10-year-old to the stock market and teaching them the verbiage?
If they can play a video game, they can understand the stock market. So that's at any age. If they could comprehend a video game, because that's all the stock market is. And
Okay.
a video game is just a way of getting to be a high score. You have to be very skilled, you have to be very technique, have a technique of getting. And what happens, you can develop them skills early on. So you don't need actual money in order to do that. It's just like any other video game. These kids are playing race car games and they're
Yeah.
winning, right? Or
Yes.
they're playing these obstacle course games and they're winning. It's not like they're getting cash prizes or anything of that nature. They're getting a sense of
Yes.
fulfillment, right? So you can bring that to them. And we're working on programs like that as well. We have a brand called Wise Kids Invest that we've been working on as well. So you can bring that to a child so they can see how certain things are developing. So not necessarily the money side of it, because when you get older, you just think about stocks and money and I'm trying to buy this and buy that. With the development age of a child, they want to win. They want a sense of accomplishment. So if you can put it in that form,
I like that.
they will pick up on it. It's not hard to do at all. I would just always keep in the back of my mind what I always say. I want children always to be children. I don't want them to lose that. That's why you
Okay.
have to put it in the form of a game or in a sense of accomplishment, because it'll take less pressure off of them. It's just like
I love
riding a bike. You don't scare the kid when they get on the bike. You allow them to get on the bike. You maybe
Yeah.
hold it and they get it. It's the same thing. It's like you don't expect them to do wheelies or run marathons or triathlon. You just want them to ride a bike. I just
I
want
love
our
it.
children and generation just to understand the market,
Yes.
understand the stocks. That's it.
Yes.
Don't scare them. Don't put
Yes.
too much pressure. Just let them understand it so they could coast. And as they get older, they get mature and they, if they want to do willies or they want to do all of this in the stock, that's
Yes.
when they do. At least they know.
So, guys, you heard that he has a program that he's starting, Wise Kids, teaching kids stock. I'm a firm believer in that we have to start teaching our children how to do more than being an employer and work a 9 to 5. Let's talk about the profit room strategy. Is this classes that you offer, or I can order this? Let's talk about this for the audience.
So right here, what you see, we have multiple courses. This one you see is the Profit Room's gap strategy. That's more for day trading. We also talk about swing trading, and a lot of people now like to trade options. Options is a great way to start trading and investing in the market. You don't need a lot of capital to start trading options. You can start with low amounts of capital, around maybe $300 to $500. And what we do with our courses, all our courses are designed for absolute beginners from scratch to advanced.
I love
And
it.
they're designed for advanced traders and struggling traders. So it doesn't matter if you say you have experience or not. We're teaching you like you don't know anything at all.
I love it.
And what we have with our programs, what separates us, some people can upgrade to private mentorship programs. So what that means, some people learn good by themselves. They're very self-driven and they watch videos, things of that nature. But sometimes you need accountability. You need
Yes.
somebody to hold your hand, and you have to be honest with
That
yourself for
would be me.
somebody to explain, somebody to put the pressure on you, somebody to give you homework, somebody to watch you what you do. And that's what we're known for. We're like the personal trainers of stock market education,
I
because
love it.
I'm not going to meet with you on a one-on-one session if you didn't send me your homework, if you didn't reply back, right? I'm going to hold you accountable. So at
Yes.
the end of the day, even some of our private mentorship students, they may say, you guys are a little aggressive. They get a little, timid, but you didn't hire me to motivate you. You hired me to teach you and show you. And I always remind the students that all the time, because at the end of the day, even though we may grow to be friends and associates, but you
Yes.
hired me for a reason. And
Okay.
that's the way I have to teach you and show you in order for you to get the success you need.
I love it. Now I want to go off. When you hear people say it's gambling and I don't gamble and it's so risky and losing the money, would you agree that if you talk properly, we know it's risky. Anything you do is we know it's a risk, but I think a lot of people jump out there without being taught properly, and that's why they lose so much. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. So this is the big misconception, and this is what happens why people are afraid. Because I have students all the time, successful students that say, you know what, my family begged me not to take this class. They told me not to do this. People from our community, oh, my friend lost this amount. My friend couldn't pay the mortgage and this and
Yes,
that. All of that. So, like you said, there's a risk at anything, but you can learn how to minimize the risk and
yes.
maximize the profit. So I'll give you a
Okay.
simple example. We do a lot of risk to rewards, right? So imagine a 1 to 3 risk reward. That means you're risking $50, for example, to make 150. So you
Yes.
risk a $50 for the audience to make 150. So say you do about 3 trades a week. That means you're investing in the stock market. So you know
Yes.
your risk and you know your reward. So say you buy a stock and you know if it goes up and you make $150, you get out the trade. If it goes down and you lose $50, you get out the trade.
Okay.
So say you take 3 trades this week. This 3 trades. The first trade you lose. So you lost $50 so far.
Yes.
The second trade you lose. So now you're down $100. The third trade you win. You're up $50
Yes.
because that one trade canceled out the losses and still made you profits
I see.
because you were looking for a 1 to 3 risk reward on every trade. So
I
if you have a simple plan like that, you can still only get one trade right and still make money. But
yeah.
people don't even, that's education right there. That's
Yes,
just
it is.
simplified education. Now, the odds that all 3 trades are going to go bad are slim to none when you're educated. And if they do, that means you're doing something wrong and we got
Yeah.
to sit back and reevaluate. But you could take that 50 to make 150 to turn it to 500 to make 1500 or
I
100 to make 300. It's simple, but people don't look at it like that. All they see is big money, gambling. I
yeah.
want to go high. That's
Yes.
why education is so important.
I can't wait to take the class. Now, I love some of the motivational posts you put up, and a lot of people say,
Mhm,
I can't afford to invest.
mhm.
I have no money to invest. Let's talk about this. You will always have the choice. Often
Correct.
it's not the lack of money, but the lack of priorities. Now, that is so true. Brand name phone, iPhone. Every day you are making conscious decisions and every single dollar adds up. That's what they don't realize. Every single dollar
Mhm.
adds up. Change your priorities. Now that's deep.
Yeah, it's very deep because we all have money for whatever we want to spend it on. That's the truth. We have money for whatever we spend it on. We just don't have the confidence. You don't have the You can save up $5,000 for a cruise or
Yep.
$6,000 for recreation or a car, things of that nature. But to throw it in education, you don't feel comfortable. Or to throw
Yeah.
it into the stock market, you don't feel comfortable. That's
Yes.
where we come in as educators because it's the confidence. And I
Yes.
see that all the time with our students. because when you come in, everybody's nervous because you're dealing with money. Who's not emotional over money? I'll drive an extra 2 miles to save 10 cents on gas, right?
Right.
So, but you get what I'm saying? So a
I
lot of
get it.
people are cautious, and that's natural. But once you get educated, the more you know, I like always say, like the kid with the bike or the kid walking, it's going to take time. Now you realize, hey, if I take that money that I was going to buy these certain clothes or this trip or something like that,
Yes.
I could put a little bit more in investing in the market.
Yes, you're preaching now because sometimes we have to give up something to get something. Uh,
Correct.
uh, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we. It's hard for us sometimes to give up those things that we want instead of needs. But I'm there now. It takes a while to get there, but I'm so focused. I can't wait to start the classes. Now, you guys, when you win, you guys know how to get down. I want to talk about this.
You are watching a master. You are watching a master.
Oh, y'all back? Oh, we back.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
I think what happened here
Uh-huh.
was $280 made in 7 minutes. Oh, that's in
Yep.
7 minutes. That's what I'm talking about.
That's it. That's it.
In
But
seven.
see, in 7 minutes, it's easy. Like once you know, like, so we like to put a lot of culture in it, like because I'm just like you, Mary. It's no difference. You get what I'm saying? It's just about the confidence, and I know when you're looking at certain people in stocks and investments, like I always joke around with Latoya, yeah, I'm gonna get my suit and start crossing my arms and have my profile picture, looking in the air, stuff like that.
That's what
And it's
everybody
like,
do.
yeah, that's what they do. And it's like, I get that and I understand it, but I want you to have a comfort level. Like at the same time, we're learning and we're very serious about what we do because we're focusing on money and we know it's a big responsibility for me to be in a position like that. And I have to
Yeah.
take that. But in order for you to feel comfortable, right? Our culture, we like to joke around, we like to have a good time. But our students know when we're in our trading room or when we're doing our coaching, there's a time and place for everything. So when we enjoy the wins, it's like, let's enjoy life. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I enjoy, have a good time with it. But at the same time, I know because as a trader, you are who you bring to the platform, just
Oh,
like anything else, just like Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, or a boxer. So when I'm that particular person, I have to be confident. I have to be aggressive.
yeah, you look
So
serious. I'll be watching you.
yeah,
You
I'm
had that
boom,
game face on.
correct. So when it's over with, it's like, all right, let's
Yeah.
relax, let's have a good time.
Yes.
Because it's all about, like, we like to call ourselves like the freedom traders, right? Because it's just about freedom. Everybody finances is different. You know what I mean? So I have nothing to prove to anyone, and I'm no better than anyone. Like I say, some of our students pick up stuff fast. Some may take a little bit of time, but at the same time, once you see it, and a lot of our students see it, it's like, all right, let's celebrate it. Like, you guys are learning something that's
Yes.
great, and let's just go with the flow. Just let's go with the flow, and that's why we joke around all the time.
You
I
have
just like to
to
have a
put
good time.
some joking in there. Where can we go to learn how to sign up for your classes? I need the 101 already know, but let the audience know.
So you can go to theprofitroom.com. Everything social media, our Instagram is at the Profit Room, Twitter's at the Profit Room, and all over. We have a Facebook group, the Profit Trading Room, just in general. So anything you see the Profit Room, and you'll probably see my face or Latoya, just click on there. We have a link to the website. You can check us out.
Okay. Now, what I would like to say to you, I definitely don't want this to be your last interview, but I've learned with our audience, if you keep the show between 20 and 30 minutes, They look at the whole show, the reach go out. And I definitely, in January, we're doing a phase 2. I definitely would like for you to be a part. And what we'll do is just come on, drop some nuggets, some gems, and then try to push them, towards your page. And hopefully we inspire others to take the classes. I'm letting you guys know right now, I'm signing up. I'm taking my classes. I look forward to doing more interviews with you in 2021 so we can get more of our people trading. And let's change the narrative about Blacks do not invest in stock. It's time for us to take it up another notch. I so appreciate you.
And one thing
Anything
I want to
you
say,
would like to tell the audience?
I would like to say, if you guys get a chance, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Go to the Profit Room YouTube channel. The reason why I'm saying this, even though we have a lot of videos on there with trading and investing that you may not understand at this point, we like to do a lot of student success interviews. And the reason we do that, you'll see how intimate and emotional the videos are. And you'll see yourself in one of these people. Honestly, you'll see yourself in one of these people. And the reason why we do that, when we ask or they come like, hey, they're telling a story that we all can relate to. We all can relate to. And that's a lot of the joy that we get. And we do get a lot of people that say, hey, I can relate to Elizabeth. I can relate to Latrice.
Yes.
I can relate to this person or something like that. And because we're not different, Mary, we all got something similar that we've gone through. And it's better to see that in somebody, and that may motivate you. Even if you don't do our program, you may see something like, you know what? I'm similar to that person. So I'm not ready yet for the program, but I'm going to change and adjust based because I saw somebody else do it.
Absolutely.
And like we said before, remember, sometimes we're apprehensive of doing things because we don't see somebody like us doing it.
Yes.
So if you can relate to somebody like you, that helps you even more take that step to whatever you're trying to change in your life.
Well, I sure appreciate you, the Profit Room. If you guys want to know anything about investing in stocks, I'll tell you, you the guy. I love watching you. You the real deal. And I'll definitely be signing up for classes, and we'll work more together in 2021 to collaborate and
So
bring
we appreciate the SOS show. Like I said, everybody who's watching from the Profit Room, make sure you follow SOS show. Mary has got a great place for everybody to come to. And we'll see you in 2021 as well.
I'll see you. Stay safe. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please share. Share is caring. Let's get it out there so people that don't know anything about the Profit Room, they will after this show. Peace and love.